post. Share this video, let people know that DeeWorks Live is on the air, and we've got something special in store for you today, and you do not want to miss it. So go ahead, take a moment. You've got a few minutes before the show starts, and just go ahead and just start tagging, sharing. Go to all your different groups and share this post. Share this post. Go ahead right now. You've got time. You're not going to miss anything. I promise you. I won't start until you get back. All right, let's go, y'all.
And now, here's your host, Dee Spencer, the working lady.
Hey, good afternoon, good evening. Okay, let's get that off of there. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another edition of DeeWorks Live. I'm your girl, Dee Spencer, the working lady. And if the work won't come to Dee, then Dee will go to work. And we're working. I'm scrambling here because, again, my audio on my computer is not working, so I'm having to, put the stream in another way. But anyway, we're excited to be here today. We're happy to be here. It's Monday, and y'all know I be struggling on Mondays. I'm going to start calling this show Struggle Monday. Struggle Monday. It's the Struggle Monday show. But I had to be here today, and you have to be here today because let me tell you, we got some stuff to unpack today. Woo, honey, this weekend was something else. It was something else between snowstorms, new babies, football games, upset, all kind of things. There's a lot going on. So go ahead and tag somebody, tag your friends, share this post. There she is. There's my girl, Zuri J, in the building. Hey. And also we have Dr. Tachi is here from Media Scope. She's on the Clubhouse. And Miss Karen E. Simmons, actress extraordinaire, is here listening on Clubhouse. Oliver, hello, Oliver from Ottawa. Ottawa truckers, too. Come on, Ottawa truckers. Yes. Shout out to the truckers. Let me tell you, we can't make without the truckers right now because, honey, if there's a shortage right now, and if the truckers were to go on strike, which we hope that they never do, we would really be in trouble. So shout out to all the truckers out there. We thank you and we appreciate you for sacrificing and for being out there on the road, especially during these winter months when it's cold and treacherous. It's treacherous on the highways all the time. Zuri's putting her little truck icon emojis up there. But really, go tag some people really quickly. Share this post. Shout out to everybody who's watching on Facebook and YouTube and Clubhouse. Cannot get the other streams up right now, but hey, that's okay. We'll have to post it on there later, which we can do because, honey, we got some stuff to talk about today, as I said. Now, most importantly, one of the things that I've been saying is that these are some difficult times that we're living in. A lot of people are going through a lot of heartache. A lot of people are going through depression. A lot of people are just really struggling in the world right now. And I didn't have this on one of my stories, but the young lady who committed suicide, Miss USA. Whew, honey, let me tell you something. I told you all this. people think that when people are beautiful and they got it all going on, that they can't be going through something. But I'm here to tell you, don't be deceived by people's looks and the smiles that are on people's faces, because people are really, really struggling right now. And this young lady, Chelsea Chris, former Miss USA and correspondent for Extra, she's gone at 30. And when I first heard the story, I was like, there's got to be some foul play. There has to be some foul play. I wanted it. I didn't want to hear this story, but it's like I wanted there to not be this thing of suicide, that that there was foul play. I'm thinking, what really happened? But here we are. And it turns out she left a note, a very detailed note, so that there could be no mistake about what was happening. There could be no mistake about what was going on with her, or what her intentions were. So, and so now her family has to be going through this. And so this is like I'm sure there's been others, but really I would say the third celebrity-related type death in the last month or so, because remember, Sinead O'Connor's son also took his life. And then we have, Regina King just lost her son. And for people that, want to judge or whatever, be careful, because, but for the grace of God, there go you. And like I said, a lot of people are struggling with this. So that family is definitely in our prayers as well. Okay, that's fine. I don't need you to be connected. So just remember to pray for people, and we're going to do that. I said that one of the things that I was going to start doing was to, was to add a moment of prayer. And let me see if I can get my video up that I created for this. But if I can't, then we're just going to move on. Come on here, computer. Come on here. Everyone, just bear with me for 1 moment here. 1 moment. Stop it. Okay, just bear with me here for 1 moment. And while you're bearing with me, go ahead and tag somebody so they can come in the room. Come on in the room. Let's see, can I get this video going? Yeah. There it is. Boom. Let's add that. Okay, so go ahead and tag some people and let them know. Who else is here? Let me know where you're watching from, where you're listening to this from. Let me know, because we would love to shout you out, and we're going to shout out a couple of people here right now. So there's a couple of people I want to shout out. Brenda Wilson and Gail Ford. Shout out to you all for tagging on to the page. And they both said, hey, we're going to be checking you out today. So shout out to you all for just supporting the show. All right, here we go. And now I think I got my TikTok going here. No, I'm not going to be able to read the comments. All right. Please, if I can get my thing to stop trying to ask me if I want to trust the computer. So let's get this going here. So let's give a shout out to all those who are in mourning. Let's just take a moment right now. Take a moment to remember all those who are going through. And I posted on my page and I asked who wanted to be added to the prayer list. And a couple of people added something onto the page, and we're going to shout those people out right now. But for right now, everybody take a moment and let's just acknowledge all the people who are still grieving from loss, all those people who are sick and in the hospital, all those people who are recovering from COVID, from the vid. I don't want to say it out loud because, they'll try to shut down my stream. All those people that are recovering from the vid, shout out to you as well. So here we go. Okay. Well, it didn't play. It didn't play. Sorry about that. So let me just go ahead and call out those names of people. Hey, Joyce, how are you? I think that's you as Facebook user. All right. So people that we want to remember and add to our prayer list today: Nancy Hodgkins Reynolds, Tammy Phillips, also Ian J. Knighton, Steph Brooklyn Beauty, Jen Esposito. We're going to be praying for you because I know she's just getting over a stroke, you all. Tracy Lamb Smeege, who is still in the hospital recovering from COVID, really going through, and just everyone protect yourselves. Do what you need to do to protect yourself and your family. If you ask her, she'll tell you, don't play with this stuff, okay? Eris Purnell, shout out to you and Trey. I'm just adding you to the prayer list. Sometimes you just got to remember to pray for your friends. The Qualis family, my family. Ernest, specifically Ernest Qualis, keep him in your prayers. He's battling cancer as well. Becky Butler, she asked for prayer to be able to pass her classes, her nursing classes right now. So pray for her. We just found out today, we hadn't been seeing our neighbor for a while, and we found out that our neighbor, just this afternoon, we found out that our neighbor passed away. Hadn't seen him. He usually parks in the handicapped parking spot. Hadn't seen him in a while. And then today we found out why. So just remember them in prayer as well, our neighbor. I don't even know my neighbor's name. I just found out today his name is Mike. And you know what? That's another thing. We need to start like reaching out to people. Like you see people every day. Just stop and say, hi, what's your name? And share what your name is. When you live, you know, we're so closed off and we just close off ourselves and we don't interact with people. And we see them. We know that, oh, that's my neighbor. They live right there. You know what kind of car they drive. You know what time they go to work, but you don't know their name. We've got to start connecting more with each other. Again, as always, we want to continue to keep Teresa Johnson in prayer, my sister who's battling cancer, fighting cancer, kicking cancer's butt. Linda Shrink, she sent a message and she said she wants prayer on behalf of Keegan Hitchcock, who's also battling stage 4 cancer. Jennifer Collins is asking for her house to be approved. So just pray for these people. And if you're out there and you've been struggling with depression, you've been struggling with anxiety, we want to just take a moment right now to acknowledge you and to let you know that you are not alone. You're not alone. And don't give up. Whatever you do, don't give up. Somebody cares for you. There's people out here that care for you. You might not feel it in that moment, but please reach out. I'm so grateful for friends that reach out. And you never know when you have that word that somebody needs to keep them going another day. You never know when you could be the lifeline for someone who is struggling just to make it another day. You don't know. So be mindful and be, be aware of if you see people missing from your streams and, hey, JJ Hill, what's up? When you see people missing from your streams or missing from your platforms and you know that they're normally there. If you're in groups on Clubhouse and you notice that people are MIA who are normally always there, take a moment and drop them a line because you just don't know. And some people have so much pride that they don't want to ask for help. They don't want to let people know that they're struggling. Maybe there's a person that's the strong one all the time, and so they don't want to tell people that they're really going through something. And so they hide. They'll go in silence. They'll go mute on you. They'll go MIA on you. And that's the time when we need to be reaching out. And don't think about the person that always complains and always posting. Think about those strong people too that might be going. I have days, and I'm so grateful that God will just send somebody that'll just pop in my inbox at the most inopportune time. And it's like, how did they know? Because God knows. the universe knows what you need and when you need it. So I don't want to get preachy on here, but I just want to say, keep those people in prayer. All right? Thank you, Zuri said. I love your words. Thank you so much. And I love you all for being here as well. Okay. Now that we've done that, everybody take a deep breath. And let's unpack some of this stuff we got to talk about today. Okay. All right. You know, we gotta keep the light, we gotta keep the sunshine going, we gotta keep the light and the sunshine going. Honey, let me tell y'all something. Okay, so let me see. What do I even want to talk about first? There's so many things that I want to talk about today. Okay, first of all, I want to tell y'all about this story. I meant to talk about this last week. So there was this girl on TikTok. First of all, TikTok is you see some of everything on TikTok. And people are, oh wait, let me see what they show. Nope, my video still won't play. Okay, so people on TikTok are like doing the most, and people got to be careful because now you see people, you see the trends where people work at restaurants and they're putting their restaurants on blast, or they're showing how food is cooked, giving away the secrets and all that kind of stuff. Be careful because folks may be out there giving away your secrets. Okay, so there was a young lady who was on there bragging about Amazon. Like she was talking about Amazon and how she was getting over on Amazon by claiming that she didn't receive a package. Like, come on now, what y'all doing out here? This is what we doing now. Is this what we doing? Nope, that's not it. So yeah, she's out here claiming that she didn't receive it. Here it is right here. Okay. So this young lady, she says that be careful because they banned my entire address for doing this. So this young lady, she admitted that she basically was trying to scam Amazon by taking advantage of their refund policy, sparking debate. So now my question is this: have you ever fudged at not getting a package? Have you ever said that you didn't get a package? And so there are people on here that are saying that they've gotten computers and different things like that because Amazon's refund policy is that if you don't get your package, then they're going to refund you. And sometimes, even if the package comes, they'll let you keep it. I actually got a ladder. I actually ended up with 2 ladders like that. But it wasn't because I tried to scam the company. What happened was I got the ladder, and it wasn't what I wanted. It was kind of more flimsy than what I wanted to use it for. And so I contacted the company. I wanted to send it back, but they told me to just keep it, and they sent me a replacement. And they no, what they did, because it was going to cost them more for me to ship that ladder back. They actually told me to keep it and gave me a credit for it, and then I was able to order the ladder that I really wanted. So I ended up having one at home and then one at work because that's what I was using it for. But now I feel like, see, sometimes this is how people get ideas of stuff, is because they see stuff on the news, they see stuff on TikTok and Instagram and all these things, and that's when people get ideas to be criminals. People who would have never even been criminals in the first place, all of a sudden now they're criminals because they done got an idea from somebody. Ooh, you could do that? So I don't know how many times this young lady had done this particular thing, but she got banned. They banned her entire address, meaning nothing from Amazon will be delivered to her address. My question is, was it worth it? Was it worth it? Because now when you really need to order something from Amazon, you're going to have to get your cousin or somebody else, your mama and them to order it for you because you're not going to be able to order anything. Because you messed up. I just don't think it was worth it. What do you all think? I don't think it was worth it. So there are better things that you can do, darling. Better things. Like, come on. That's just not even worth. That's not even worth the energy, in my opinion. In my humble opinion. Okay, that's just my opinion. Okay. All right. So now, this weekend, did anybody watch Janet Jackson? Okay, did you watch Janet Jackson? Because, Janet Jackson Live, it gave me my best life. If you didn't watch it, then I guess maybe you was living under a rock. Oh, that's too far. Oh, let me go this way. Go this way. Nope. Janet Jackson. Oh, I gotta turn it this way. Not this way. Okay, here we go. Oh, no. Okay. So Janet Jackson documentary. She did a 2-hour documentary, a 2-night event, and it was 2 hours each time. And so Janet, love you, Janet. That's my girl. I love her. I think she's beautiful. I think she's talented. All that good stuff. So if you missed it, it is on Lifetime and A&E. You can go back and watch it because it was really good. So now my question is, are there things about Janet that you found out that you didn't know? Are there things about her that you didn't know? Things I found out that were confirmed for me about Janet was that I found out that Janet was as sweet as I thought she was. Like, I really think she's a sweet person. But I'm really surprised that she has gone through some of the things that she's gone through. And it was interesting when she talked about the type of men that she attracted, which is drug users. Wow, that's interesting. So be careful. Pay attention to who you're attracting in your life. Because if it happens once and then it happens a second time, I feel like after the second time, if you attract the same type of person the second time, then you need to kind of regroup. Maybe that might be the point where you get some assistance in your selection, or you take some time out on dating so you can figure out what you really want. But the biggest surprise of all that came out of all of this was, of course, and I think everybody was waiting for it, the whole Jermaine Dupri thing. Like, what happened? Because she was spilling tea on everything that happened, you know, like with the different relationships and stuff. So the tea that everybody wanted to know was, what happened with Jermaine? So this is what I was saying. This weekend, there was the playoffs in the run for the Super Bowl. We saw Kansas City Chiefs. I was rooting for you because I used to live in Kansas. I was rooting for you to make it, the Chiefs, but y'all didn't make it. Y'all didn't make it. And so the San Francisco 49ers, y'all didn't make it. Y'all didn't make it. But they weren't the only losers. Jermaine Dupri. Can we have a moment of silence for Jermaine Dupri? I'm just saying, like, dude, what were you thinking? And so we found out that Jermaine cheated on Janet. And, you know, people are like, how you cheat on Janet? Listen, because he's a man. That's how, because he's a man. That's how he cheated on Janet, because him's your man. And that's what men do, unfortunately. Sorry, guys. I got to say it. If you live your life thinking that it won't ever happen to you, and I'm not saying that it will, it's not a guarantee, but the probabilities are really, really high, and it will. So, but what was he thinking? So, of course, Black Twitter, Instagram had a meme fest. The comments are hilarious. If you want to know what they are and what people are saying, just go look it up, because I'm not going to put it all on here. But I'm just like, dude, what were you thinking? And he was like, and then he laughed like, oh, ha, 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 ha. It's just two women. When you don't have, when you get a woman like Janet, then women will just throw themselves at you. When you have money, they do that too. But yeah. Where'd that get you? And the crazy part is, she said she was willing to have his babies. She was like, I would have like 3 or 4 babies for him. She was willing. She said she would have had more kids. She was willing to have his babies. Oh, Lord Jesus. Everything happens for a reason, right? Are we glad that passed? Anyway, she was ready to have his babies. Like, come on, man. Anyway. Well, that was 3 losses on this weekend. The Kansas City Chiefs, San Francisco 49ers, and Jermaine Dupri. Okay, speaking of babies, this must be baby season, because here we go again. Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon is the new Octodad. I'm saying he's the Octodad, even though all 8 babies weren't born at once. They might as well have been, because the duration and the lapse of time between baby 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is just a short little window. He's going to have kids that's all the same age, all at the same time. So Nick Cannon and Bree TC. That's his girlfriend. He's having a baby with his 8th child, and this is his 5th baby in less than 2 years. All righty then. And he just lost his son Zen, who died. His son died at 8 months old. At 5 months old, following brain cancer. What's up with all the cancer going on, y'all? It's a lot of cancer diagnoses out here. What's happening? What's happening with this food we eating, the water we drinking? What is really going on? Okay, Zuri says she's got to watch it. Yes, go watch the Janet documentary. It's so good. It's so good. All right. Somebody said about Janet, imagine her pushing out a baby with JD's dome. Okay. My light just went off. Okay. And then she said the universe saved her. Oh, don't be like that. Don't be like that. Okay, so Nick Cannon, 7 children, 4 mothers, baby number 8 coming. What's really going on? Like, if this was, when women do this, if women do this, like have 8 babies, 4 different baby daddies, they get like drugged through the fire. No, drugged through the mud. But like, what is this? What is this happening here? And I mean, babies are a blessing. We know all of those things, but raw dogging is not. What does he say? I'm so mad I missed it. Okay, don't worry. You can go back and watch the Janet Jackson documentary. If you missed it, it's on demand on Lifetime and on A&E. And if you don't have those, usually you can go online and download the app and watch it. Okay. Shout out to my people here on Instagram. Sorry, it's hard for me to see the comments. I'm gonna see if I can get over there and see the comments. It's really hard to see them because the font is so low. It's so little. I can't see. Well, let me see if I can get it to come up here so I can see what the comments are. And thank you for chiming in here, TikTokers. Yeah. So if you missed it, you can go and watch it, okay? Because it is on. Don't talk. Don't talk. All right. So oh, let me see the live. Let me see if I can see it here. I got too much going on over here. Let me see, because I don't want to ignore those of you who are on TikTok and you're watching. I don't know if I can pull this up and see it, but nope. Nope, because then I can't see the comments. Somebody go moderate the comments and put it over here for me, please. Okay. Yeah. Zuri said, I said raw dog. Yes, I did. I sure did. I sure did say that because that's what's happening. Like, that's reckless behavior. That is reckless behavior. Like, what are you doing? Are we, like, are STDs gone? Is AIDS gone? Is HIV gone? I'm just saying, like, what are we doing out here? What are we doing? I don't understand what we doing out here. And we just don't care about people being married anymore. I know that marriage is not the end all be all in some cases because that don't stop people from doing all kind of recklessness. But like, are we? Is it money? Is it that money just makes you, I don't know. Like, I don't know. What's that? NC once said he is trying to build Nick Cannon once said he is trying to build a legacy. Well, I tell you what he is building. He's building the soundtrack of his life. Papa was a Rolling Stone. Well, he's taking care of his kids, though, so I don't know. But, yeah. I'm just saying, I don't know. Because he has an illness, he's trying to leave his name mark behind. Okay. So I'm just going to warn you, ladies, be careful if you meet Nick Cannon in person. If it's not your intention to have babies, like, move to the left because, I just feel like anything moving is going to get pregnant by him. I don't know. Y'all better be careful out here in these streets. Be careful out here in these raw dog streets. I'm just saying what I'm saying. Hide your kids right now because this is an adult conversation. Okay. All right. And speaking of babies, okay. Speaking of babies, the beautiful and talented. Here we go again. Though I'm just like, what are people doing? What are people doing? Rihanna and ASAP Rocky are going to be parents. They're both 33 years old. This is both of their first child. It will be both of them their first child. And they've been friends for years. And I guess, this blossomed into a romance. And in March 2020, she told Vogue that she wanted to have kids. And with or without the man, with or without the relationship, she was going to have kids. So she kind of put that out there in the universe. I'm saying be careful of things that you put out in the universe, because when you say things like with or without, you know what I'm saying? Like, say, I want a healthy relationship, sans with husband, sans with, I don't know. But maybe to some people that doesn't matter. She's she a billionaire now? So she could do it with or without. So if this don't work out, baby's still going to be okay. All right? But shout out to Rihanna having her first baby. She does look beautiful. And they were spotted in Manhattan. So if you're walking around New York, Brooklyn area, because that's where he's from, then you might roll up on them outside, holding hands, showing baby bumps. Okay? So, yeah. So lots of baby action happening this season, So, yeah. All right. In other news that I wanted to talk about today. Let me go back to the Super Bowl and this upcoming playoff that just or the playoff that just happened in Super Bowl. Who watches Super Bowl? Do you care? Are you excited for the Super Bowl? Did your team end up in the Super Bowl? And I know for myself, that's usually the only time I watch sports is when it's Super Bowl time. And I watch it for the commercials and I watch it for the halftime show. So this year, the halftime show but doesn't the halftime show have like controversy every year, every time? So this time it's very rap influenced, it's very hip hop influenced, and people are having fits because Snoop Dogg is the headliner. Joyce says she doesn't watch it. Zuri says she's excited for the halftime show. So I guess all the hip hoppers, people that love hip hop and all that, you should be excited. But my question is this: should we care? Do we care about the artist's background when it comes to something like a halftime show? And so that's the biggest thing right now. People are saying that you're glorifying a rapper that did drugs, that did this, that did that, criminal record, blah, 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 blah. But like, we got a bunch of folks like that that's in office, that's in, you got a bunch of folks, that's got some shady backgrounds. I'm just saying, I'm just tossing out commentary here. You all let me know what you think. What you say? No, the Chiefs didn't make it. Right. So you're not watching it because the Chiefs didn't make it. Aw. Okay. So that's the only reason I watch it. So should we care about an artist's background for them performing? And if you just really think about the history of artists and artists that have been celebrated and put on platforms and put on pedestals, if we really got into that, then we probably wouldn't have many singers out here. Probably be a lot of women singing, more women singing. Shout out to women. Yeah. Because these men got a lot of shady things. Here we go. I don't want to be a man basher. Let me not be a man basher. Yeah. But I'm just saying, men got some issues out here. So, I mean, should we care about what they've done in the past or whatever? Like, okay, here's one example. Snoop Dogg is good friends with Martha Stewart, right? Martha Stewart went to jail, and she came back out of jail, got her business back up and running, still got TV shows and commercials and this, that, and the third, and they letting her live. So, got Dr. Dre, but there's issues though. Like didn't Dr. Dre beat up his? I don't know. I'm just saying. Like, you know what I'm saying? Somebody still got some issues. But do we care, or are we more concerned about the performances? What's more important to you? Joyce says, we're not glorifying them. The labels are. Okay. But this will be an interesting halftime show. And what's curious to me is that all the people that are complaining about it, that'll be the people that'll be watching it so that they can complain about it. So it's still going to have high ratings anyway. It's going to have high ratings because of the negative publicity. And they're going to be watching so that they can see if something crazy happens. Right? Yeah. So it's still going to have high ratings either way it goes because people are going to be watching. It's like that song, I always feel like somebody's watching me. They be watching when you do good. They watching you when you do bad. So it really kind of don't matter, does it? Or does it? Will you allow your kids to watch it? That's the question. They're also concerned about the fact of Snoop Dogg's past and Dr. Dre as well, and some of the others that's on the lineup of disrespecting women, that type of thing. Like, do you care? Is that important to you? Whether or not you let your children watch the Super Bowl, whether you let your kids watch it, which I don't know, because if you look at TikTok and you look at some of this stuff that's on social media that we're seeing now, and some of the things that we're allowing little kids to emulate in their dancing, and even dancing to some of the music without listening to some of the lyrics of what they dancing to, because when you really break down that beat and not just listen to the beat, but then look at the lyrics, it's pretty suspect. Pretty suspect. So I don't know if a lot of people have some good legs to stand on, on their on their opinions about who performs at the Super Bowl. So let's see who's on this halftime lineup. I'll be watching it because I'm nosy. And Janet Jackson talked about her experience with it as well, and we already know what that was like. And then in hindsight, when you think about that debacle, and you look at these MTV awards, you look at these award shows. The last award show that I watched with Meg Thee Stallion, I was sitting there watching it with my mouth like, I could not believe it. Hey, everybody, what's it? May not. Is that Briarbuzz? Hey, Briarbuzz. I'm thinking that's Briarbuzz on there. Yeah. All right. Sorry, I can't see the comments. So, so when you look at what people are singing on TV now at these award shows, I don't know if Nipplegate is even worth thinking about when you think about things that happened in the past. All right. Okay. On to other news. What are you saying over here? All right. What you think? People don't care. All they focus on is talent. And then the advertisers, they focus on the advertising right now. That the advertisers don't care. They're just looking at making money. They're rapping God compared to nowadays. Yeah. Oop. Ask R. Kelly fans. Ooh. Okay. They might have some opinions on this. But in the meantime, that man is locked up so far away into our what? People just forgot all about him, right? They don't even say his name anymore. So I don't know. I don't know if it matters to people. All right. So real quick, I want to thank take a moment here and thank my sponsor. Shout out to scfpainting.com for being a sponsor of the show. And, I don't have any of my little tickers going across here. See, I need help. It's probably not going to go across either. All right. Be sure to go to scfpainting.com to support our sponsor, scfpainting.com/shop for all of your shirts, T-shirts, mugs. She's got some great things. I just got a preview today of some amazing shirts that she's getting ready to add to the All right. Be sure to go and use promo code DeeWorks to get 15% off for any orders over $65. And she's got some great things on there. I'm telling you, go check out the site. I love that. Did you all see the mugs with the black mug that has the gold king and queen on it? I love those. Those are amazing. All right. She said new promotions, deals are coming soon. All right. Yes. And speaking of new promotions, she's got some new things coming up. I know because we have some unique dates that's coming up. 2/22/22. What are you doing? Are you doing anything special for 2/22/22? That's Wednesday. We're gonna be here. We're gonna have a guest. Okay. So we're gonna have a guest on the show. So make sure you tune in. I'm not gonna say who it is because they might cancel. But it's going to be good. So this week, we are going to be focused, this month, we're going to be focusing on, what are we focusing on? Okay. I lost my train of thought here. All right. I'll come back to that. Okay. All right. So, but we're going to have a guest on the show, and we definitely want you to tune in. And let's get into the birthdays. It's time for the birthday shout out. Yes, because people got birthdays and we want to acknowledge all the birthday people. So here we go. Birthdays this week today. And this week we had some special birthday shout outs. Hey, Willie Lindsay, how are you? Thanks for being here. All right. So birthdays. Today we have Bertha Moore, Wells LaArtiste Noonan, and Karen Sawyer. Both of those, Wells and Karen, are face and body artists. Hey, happy birthday. And also, Glenn Turman has a birthday today, one of my favorite actors. And on the yesterday, the 30th, Felicia Moss Eaton, who is the cousin to Whitney Houston, had a birthday on yesterday. Paige Sheehan has a birthday on tomorrow. Ooh. And on the 29th was my cousin Guy Rivers' birthday, and Robin Anselmo had a birthday on the 29th. So happy birthday to y'all. Happy birthday to y'all. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to y'all. Happy birthday to y'all. Happy birthday. It's your birthday. You better celebrate. It's your birthday. You better celebrate. Yes. Go and celebrate your birthday. Woo! Listen, if you are on this side of the land of the living, then you have so much to be grateful for, so much to celebrate, because life is short. And don't worry about what you didn't get. Be grateful for what you got, okay? All right, so now my brain just opened back up as well. So happy birthday to all the people celebrating birthdays this month and this week. Happy birthday, you all. And if you are celebrating a birthday and you want me to make sure I shout out your birthday, and don't forget, make sure you send me a message, or you want me to shout someone's birthday out, make sure you send me a message so I don't forget. So I was going to say that this month we're going to be focusing on overcoming obstacles. Overcoming obstacles. Overcoming obstacles. That's a big thing right now. And I want to talk about this because, as I said before, there's a lot of people going through. And in going through hard circumstances, hard situations, you're going to have to do some things in order to overcome those obstacles. Now, one of the things that I do know is that right now, you got Google, you got YouTube, you got TikTok, you got Instagram, you got Facebook. There are so many platforms out here for you to figure out, for you, I'm talking to you, for you to figure out how to get out of your situation, how to overcome that obstacle, no matter what it is. I'm telling you, no matter what it is, it can seem like your situation is like just so overwhelming that you are the only person that has this problem. You're the only person that's sick and can't pay a bill. You're the only person that don't know where your next meal is coming from. You're the only person that doesn't know how you're gonna pay your rent. But I'm telling you, you're not alone. And so the question is, with the resources now, in order to overcome some of it, let me tell you, you got to do a little work. Okay? Everything is not just going to be handed to you. Some things you're going to have to dig your heels in. You're going to have to dig your heels in order to be able to overcome that obstacle. Now, what do you mean, dig your heels in? Like I said, you might have to do some research. You might even have to humble yourself to ask people for help that you never, ever thought in a million years you will put yourself in a position to do, right? But they say you have to do something for yourself. Somebody go on my TikTok and type in what they're saying, because I can't see it, and type what the comments are here for me, please. You are going to have to find a way. My favorite thing that I tell people is push past how you feel to be able to get it done. Push past how you feel in order to overcome that obstacle. And none of us ever wants to be in a place, number one, where we have to ask somebody for help, or that we have to say what we're going through because pride won't let us or whatever. And one thing I say is, like, there's a way to tell your story without telling all your business. I know that sounds crazy, like, huh? How do you do that? How you do it? There's a way. There's a way to tell your story without telling all your business. Like, sometimes it even happens, like when people ask for prayer sometimes. A lot of times people say, oh, I need my prayer warriors to step up. People go, what's going on? What's wrong? Why you need to know all that? Just pray. Just pray. You don't need to know. God knows. God knows what that person needs. So sometimes you don't need all the details. I mean, there's some things, yeah, you might need a little specifics on some things when you're trying to help people out or whatever. But, but sometimes you don't need all the details. And then there are other times, depending on what you're asking for and what your need is, you might have to give a little bit of details, okay? Hey, hello there. Is that Glow? Hey, Glow. I cannot see everybody that's on there. Hey, okay, yeah, thank you. Please type the comments over in Facebook so I can know what they are on TikTok, because I can't see it, okay? But so sometimes you just have to reach out. You have to step outside of your pride in order to overcome that obstacle. So I'm going to be bringing a guest on on Wednesday. Hopefully everything works out. And I'm going to be bringing you stories of people who are overcoming obstacles, because I want you to be encouraged, and I want you to be inspired, and I want you to not give up. And I want you to not think that you're the only person that has a struggle. You're the only person that's going through something. You're not. You're not alone. And when you see someone going through something, be careful of judging people. Be careful of judging people, because you don't know when you could be on the other side of that situation and when you will be the person in need. You don't know when that's going to happen. We pray that it doesn't happen, but you don't know when you could end up being on the other side and being that person that's in need. But be prepared. Be willing to step outside of your comfort zone, step outside of what is your norm. And if you're in a situation and then you're like, oh, I've never done this before, this has never happened to me before. Let me tell you something. We're living in a time right now where a lot of stuff has never happened before, okay? A whole bunch of stuff has never happened before, okay? We've never been isolated before. We've never been on lockdown before. We've never been, Dr. Tachi was tipping in on TikTok. Hey, Dr. Tachi, got you. Thank you. There's a whole bunch of nevers. We've never had to be 6 feet apart before. We've never, it's a whole bunch of nevers. So, but that doesn't mean that we have not had to find a way around it. One of my favorite shows to watch is, and I don't like scary movies and stuff like that anymore, but one of my favorite shows to watch is The Walking Dead. And it's always curious to me how in the apocalypse, they find a way, in the apocalypse, they find a way to eat, they find a way to plant, they find a way to communicate. They have had to like be creative to go around what their norm, what they were used to create a new life. And sometimes that's what we have to do. You have to find a new way to create a new life. And so that's what I want to share with you all, is that in this day and age, we're all going through something. Some people are going through more than others, you know, and so you have to be prepared. And some of us, we're not prepared. But even when you're not prepared, then after you know, kind of shaking yourself off from the shock of what you're going through, dust yourself off. If you got a phone, you got a computer, honey, start researching. Everything you need is right there at your fingertips. Everything that you need to get up and get going again is out there. Right now, do you know that there are more people leaving their 9-to-5 jobs, their corporate jobs, and becoming entrepreneurs because there's so much opportunity out here? Yeah, y'all better go get this money. Go get this money. It's out here. It's out here. Let's see. Let's get to some comments. Renee said she had to check. She got a memo on that day, 2/22/22. Okay, that's 2/22, but we have two sets of 2 days coming up. So Wednesday we have 2/2/22, and then February 22nd, 2/22/22 is happening. But that happens on a Tuesday, so that's a big day too. So yeah, we should do something fun then. Renee is saying happy birthday to everyone who had a birthday. Renee said, gotta find your joy. It's still there. Follow a dream. Amen, amen. You know, and if you're my friend, if anyone is my friend, hey, Miss Chandra, anyone that's my friend, thank you, Dr. Tachi. She's like, hey, I'm over here too. Thank you. Dr. Tachi is like, I'm supporting all the platforms. Thank you so much. See, that's all you got to do. Just show a little love, everybody. You see what she did? She just went on every platform. Oh, I can see your name on there now, Dr. Tachi. And go, she's just on every platform. Okay, real quick, sidebar. Well, first of all, I want to say this. If you're my friend, if you are anywhere near my friend, especially in person, you know that I am the pusher of creativity, the pusher of ideas. Like, I'm going to be pushing you. If you're my friend, I probably get on your nerves because I'm like, you know, you can do this. Well, you know, you can do that. Go do it. Come on, you got this. And I will even, like a mama bird pushing her little birds out the nest so they can fly. I'll do that. I'll keep pushing until you get your wings and you're flying. So that's what I want to do for you too, as my viewers on here. So so you see the name that's on my screen now? This is Dr. Tachi, Shatachi A. Egwu. Dr. Tachi. Go follow her. Everybody, real quick, go follow her. Follow her. She does a show called Mediascope on Wednesdays. She is amazing. Got to get her on the show one day. She's amazing. You got to go follow her because she's absolutely amazing. And if one of your dreams is to be a broadcaster, podcaster, do videos, do a video show, anything like that, then that's a person you want to talk to because she has information on all things media, all things tech. That's your go-to lady right there. Okay. So whenever I get stuck, I call Dr. Tachi, I'm stuck. What do I do? Okay, she can help me. She knows. She's a professor. She knows. So go check out my friend, Dr. Tachi. I love you. All right. And Renee is saying, hey, Dee. So, yes. Chandra said, yes, she will, saying that I will push you to do things because I want all my friends to be great. I want people to be great. And I've been seeing some TikToks on that have been out, TikToks and some reels talking about why aren't you out there doing that thing? Why aren't you starting that business? Oh, and they say, well, somebody else is doing it. Well, why aren't you starting that cupcake company? Somebody else is doing it. Why aren't you starting pressing shirts or doing the mugs and doing the T-shirts and all those kind of things? Somebody else is already doing it. So what? so what? Y'all know how many burger joints are out here? Do you know how many stores are out here? Do you know how many clothing stores are out here? Thrift stores, car dealerships. Everyone has something different. So there's something out here for everybody. Even if you want to do a show like DeeWorks, don't do it on 7 p.m. on my night. You work around it so we can support each other. But you know what? Even if you wanted to do it at 7 o'clock, that's okay, because there's an audience for everybody. Everybody is not going to want to watch DeeWorks live. They might want to watch you. So go be great. Go and be great. But before you do, share this post, tag somebody, invite somebody to watch this video. All right. Okay, we get ready to get out of here. So I just want to thank you all for watching, putting up with my shenanigans. I thank you for encouraging me, because you encourage me, because y'all know Mondays are a struggle for me. Struggle Monday. We're going to rename this show Struggle Monday, okay? Because it's DeeWorks Struggle Monday. But guess what I do? I still get out here and make it happen, okay? Because I be struggling on Mondays. Why? I don't know. But we're here, and I'm here because of you, because you all encourage me. And even when I have technical difficulties, look, I'm overcoming an obstacle today. I said this the other day. I'm still overcoming an obstacle because I don't know what's wrong with my computer. The sound thing is gone. The sound just left. So I'm doing it broadcast on my phone. And, yeah. So that puts me down one platform that I can't be on. But that's okay. That's okay. So we still make it happen no matter what. And you need to do that too. So we're going to get ready to get out of here. And before we do, again, I want to, let me make sure I got all my notes here. Oh, wait. I want to tell you one more thing. For those of you who live in the tri-state area, if you're in this area, coming up this Saturday is East Orange is doing their free shredding. And I don't know if you all do this in your towns. Check for your towns and see if they do this, but they're having a free shred day. Shout out to Mayor Ted Green. Let me tell you, that mayor is doing it. Free shred day, Saturday, February 5th, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. in the rear of the East Orange City Hall. So go take all those bills and stuff that you piled up because you don't want to throw them in the trash can, or, different things that you got piled up, old stuff that's 10 years old or more. Make sure you really don't need it anymore. You can take all that stuff, put it in a box, put it in a bag, drive it over there if you live in the East Orange area, and you can take it and they will shred it. It's such a cool thing. They have a big truck out there. You just go up there. They'll even come pull the stuff out the back of your car if you need them to, and they put it in the bin, and then they put the bin in the big shredder, and you can just watch it being shredded. It's like really cool. So go get, spring is coming. Spring is coming. We're getting ready to start. We're moving into February. Today is the last day of January as we move into Black History Month, okay? So tomorrow begins Black History Month. Even though I'm black every day, I'm just saying, Black History Month. So get ready. Get ready for some great things to happen, to highlight. Because great things happen all the time, but we're just going to highlight some great achievements for Black History Month. And so look forward to that. Most of our shows will be dedicated to that, but also with the theme of overcoming obstacles, okay? So go and shred all that old stuff that you don't need at City Hall down at East Orange, okay? Renee is like saying yes. And I don't live in East Orange, but my business is in East Orange, so I can show up with my stuff to shred. My business is over there in East Orange and Manufacturers Village. All right. Okay. So that's it. I think that's the last thing that I want to share with you all. Thank you for watching. Thank you for bearing with me with all my shenanigans and all my technical difficulties. I don't care. I'm not going to give up. I'm going to keep going anyway until I get it right. So you might as well just hang in there with me. All right. So thank you all. Everyone, be blessed in your walk. Keep praying for one another. Reach out to your friends. Make sure that people you know are okay. Don't just assume that people are okay. If people are MIA, make a phone call. Go check on them. Even your neighbors that you don't know. If you notice they not around, you're like, where is that neighbor? Just go reach out and just knock on the door. Hey, y'all okay over here? Especially if they're seniors, senior citizens or anything like that. Hey, y'all okay over here? All right. So thank you all so much, and we will catch you next time. Everyone be blessed in your walk. Let's go, y'all.